What if I told you the US Army helped win one of the biggest global conflicts without a single battlefield? Without tanks rolling and without any direct shots fired? This wasn't luck. This was strategy, powerful, silent, psychological, and economic warfare that crushed the Soviet Union from the inside. Today, you're about to uncover the real Cold War victory that most Americans never learned in school. The Cold War wasn't fought on traditional battlefields. There were no D-Day landings, no trench assaults, no naval invasions. And in this silent battlefield, the US Army became America's most powerful weapon. The Soviet Union believed the US Army was preparing for a massive offensive at any moment, and that fear drained their economy and stretched their resources thin. This meant, "We are so strong, you will never dare to fight us." America didn't need to fight. The Soviet generals simply couldn't match the US military's readiness, technology, or mobility. This forced the Soviet Union to spend money it didn't have, and the pressure crushed them. American intelligence officers dug a secret tunnel under Berlin all the way to Soviet communication lines. They listened to Soviet military conversations for months, gaining priceless intelligence without firing a shot. The Soviets had no idea how deeply the US Army was inside their system. Berlin was the front line of the Cold War even without fighting. The Soviets backed down again. Because the US Army wasn't just prepared to fight, it was prepared to win instantly. America didn't need a war, the US Army's innovation became the weapon. While the Soviets stood mostly alone, the US Army had NATO, multiple Western countries unified behind the American military. To the Soviets, it was simple. Fighting the US Army meant fighting all of Europe. It was a war they couldn't win. The US Army's message was clear: we're ready whenever you are. Massive military exercises, sudden troop deployments, and advanced weapon demonstrations kept the USSR on edge. The Soviets lived in constant fear of US military capabilities. Fear became a weapon, and America used it brilliantly. In the 1980s, the Soviet economy collapsed under military pressure. They couldn't keep up with the US Army or with American technology. With no money, with no allies, with no chance of winning, the Soviet Union fractured. Not because America invaded, but because America out-strategized them. The US Army won without fighting. If you enjoyed this breakdown of America's silent victory, make sure to subscribe to Historica A.I. for more powerful stories from US war history. Drop a comment below. Cold War victory to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the strongest victories are the ones fought without a single shot.